Well, I've been handling asbestos cases for 23 years. And when I first started at this firm, the person who I was hired to work for said to me, we have some lingering asbestos cases. We're going to give them to you to handle, and in 6 months to a year, this litigation will be over. And you can get into what you really was trained to do, and that is the chemical and the environmental. And it's 23 years later, and asbestos keeps me more busy now than it did at the time I was hired. Asbestos keeps reinventing itself. And what is the next asbestos? Asbestos. And whereas when I began doing this litigation, the major manufacturers primarily were still solvent, and any other party, whether it be a supplier or a contractor or installer, component part manufacturer, they were considered trivial and ancillary to the case. And now it's now over 100 different bankruptcies as a result of the litigation, the target defendants are all gone. And unless you're in a jurisdiction like New York, where a bankrupt defendant can have an impact on the verdict, we're seeing plaintiffs' attorneys really focus in on the remote exposures. And you never hear uttered Johns Manville, Owens Corning Fiberglass, Kalo, Eagle Pitcher anymore. You hear the companies that manufactured the equipment, whether it be a HVAC system or a boiler or a pump or a valve. That's what you're seeing now. And the claims are that there might be a small gasket or packing internally in the component, but that out in the field, individuals have insulated externally the equipment, and there's an issue of foreseeability. Should you, as an equipment manufacturer, it should have been foreseeable to you that someone would apply that insulation, asbestos insulation, and if so, did you have an obligation or duty to warn? And those are the types of cases. So it has completely reinvented themselves and have given rise to a whole host of new parties that are being brought into this litigation.